these conversations that we're having about AI, my own personal point of view on AI has changed pretty dramatically. It feels dramatic over the last few weeks, really the last few months. I have always liked AI, always. So I started using ChatGPT in the fall of 2023. It was a little clunky, and but I'll be honest, for the last couple of years it's been a copy paste exercise for me. I know at one point ChatGPT had sort of like a built-in code editor, and I'm talking about the browser, not Codex, not the app, just the browser. That was very clunky. That was not a smooth experience. I mean, it helped me a little bit, but I was like, I don't like this. You're making this worse. So it's been a copy paste exercise for me. I did try VS Code at one point. I didn't enjoy it. Or excuse me, GitHub Copilot in VS Code. I did not enjoy that. I ended up turning that off after a couple of days because it drove me crazy. I didn't like the autocomplete. So I've kept ChatGPT in the background as sort of a explain why this isn't working, or teach me this concept, or help me practice this thing that I don't quite understand. That's how I've been using it. I feel like this is a 2026 thing. I started to hear the phrase agentic AI, and I didn't exactly know what that meant, but I also was fine with the workflow that I had. So then I recorded some videos talking about just being a developer, maybe feeling left behind, how my perspective has changed. And I don't think you can record, I don't think you can even have that conversation without bringing up AI as a developer. It's such an important part of the conversation. I don't know how you can leave it out. So those videos weren't specifically meant to be about AI. It was more me talking about my own career and my own feelings towards development. And I don't know how I could leave AI out of that conversation. But through the comment section of those videos, overwhelmingly positive, but and a few snarky comments, a lot of people really pointed out to me, my takeaway was that I was not on top of what is happening in AI. This is no longer a copy and paste exercise. And I was like, okay, fair. Let's figure this out. I also happened to be working on a big contract where I was moving some legacy code, updating some legacy code from one decade old platform to a much newer platform. And I knew that I could do it by hand, but I was like, I don't need to do this by hand. There's no requirement from this client that I do this by hand. In fact, the client is all in on AI. So I think that I need to use Codex. I need to figure out agentic AI. It didn't take long. It was brilliant. I loved it. So I don't want to minimize the experience that other developers are um, having been replaced by AI. I obviously think that that's awful. I don't think, I think it's awful to have somebody come into my comment section and tell me a story about the years that they devoted to an organization only to be replaced by AI. That's obviously heartbreaking. I don't want to see that happen to anybody. But it also seems very, very clear to me that how we work is changing. Humans still very much need to be doing this work, but the tools are changing. It's going to take fewer humans. And this coincides with the overhiring that took place during COVID. So I think that there's two things happening at once. Tech companies and organizations who employ a large number of tech people overhired, and they are self-correcting. I think that would happen even if AI didn't exist as it currently does. I do think that that would happen. But because AI is also happening at the same time, maybe they're related, there's clearly overlap. It really is sort of making it look like AI is replacing people. And really, I think that tech companies, I just think that two things are happening at the same time, but that there is obviously overlap. That's my observation. That's my takeaway from what I see happening. So I don't think AI is going to replace all developers. I think that more opportunities for developers will open up because it won't just be about the code. But I also don't think that software engineering was ever just about the code. As a primarily web developer, front end developer, I've always said that this job was part coding, parts BA. I am sorry, I just every job I've had, no, I'm not sorry. Every job I've had as a front end developer, I have always kind of been my own business analyst, my own requirements gatherer. I am given tasks and I'm given things to do, obviously, but there's always been an expectation, with a couple of exceptions, there's almost always been an expectation that I'm doing the additional requirements gathering, that I'm asking questions, that I'm reaching out to the right people if I have questions, I'm presenting deliverables. I'm basically not sitting in the corner completing tasks. Now, I have had agency jobs where that was absolutely my job. In fact, at my first job ever as a front-end developer, I was told in very clear terms, I quote, "Your life would be so easy if you would just do what you were told." So this was somebody who absolutely did not want me asking questions, certainly not doing any requirements gathering, and just wanted me to keep my mouth shut and do what I was told. That's clearly not the job that I should be in. I need to be in positions where there's an expectation that I'm asking questions and doing additional requirements gathering. And that was why the University of St. Thomas was such a good fit for me for 7 years, because my boss there, she absolutely needed me to do that. And it prepared me very well for freelance work and working with clients. And so my point is, that is the future of software engineering and development, in my opinion, that we will need more people to manage the output for agentic AI, but we will also, those developers will need to play kind of that larger role of requirements gathering, doing a little BA work, right? That's how I see it. I'm here for it. I was very much at a point in my career right before AI where I was having these conversations where I was like, yeah, I think I'm ready for leadership roles, because I don't think I want to sit and just code all day or do these deep dives into really complex coding problem solving. Like, I'm kind of over that. I'm ready to move past that. I still love to code, and I scratch that itch because I have a YouTube channel where I mostly do vanilla HTML, CSS, JavaScript. Now, I've also had people come into my comments and tell me, I had one commenter come in and tell me that I was going to single-handedly set back development because I was using a 16-year-old tech stack. That's not the point. That's not the point. Number one, I do it because I enjoy it. And number two, it's literally the three things that the browser renders: HTML, CSS, and JavaScript. And there is no shame in knowing those things and being good at those things. So I still find that balance between my personal and my professional. In my professional life, I am happy to use agentic AI. It is incredible. It allows me, especially as a freelancer and a consultant, to take on things that are more complex, things that I just would not be able to do if I had to do all that coding from scratch. It reduces the stress of a lot of really complex problem solving, and it allows me to really be focused on my clients and the deliverables and understanding the requirements. I don't know, I just really love it. And then the personal side of that, how I balance that, is through this channel where I build these fun little vanilla landing pages, and I keep my UI skills fresh, and I build these vanilla apps. It's really fun. I love it. So I feel like I'm at a point in my career after 13 years where I've kind of found this balance, and I'm here for it. I really enjoy it. So I don't know. These were just some thoughts that I've been having, and I really wanted to share them with you. So there's that.